everyone. I am so happy to be here with you. We're gonna play with the stamps by Judith and Heather. We're gonna do the tree for all seasons. I picked these up at Stampaway, but you can go to their website, stampsbyjudith.com, and order your goodies. They have so many varieties of these little sticks. Aren't they just the cutest little thing ever? We're not going to use the bee today. And, I don't think we'll use the acorn either. I think we're just going to use the leaf and the flower. And we're going to fill in this tree, with the leaves and the flowers. I mean, just look at that. And then we're gonna put a little mushroom, and I think we're just gonna use the little dude today, but I do have the little dudette, the small girl gnome, small gnome, and mushroom. So that's what we're gonna use. Get these little bits out of the way. I did get a free stamping block. It's a nice fatty block. I love the fatty ones. So yeah, it was in the free bin with a purchase, and I'm like, yeah, I need that. Sign me up. So I've got a card panel. This will fit the full size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card front, and then I just took a 1/4 inch off of each side. So this panel is 4 by 5 1/4. So we get a nice little background. First thing we need to do is figure out where we want to stamp that cutie, which I'm just gonna say we're gonna stamp that right in the middle. And you can use black, you can use whatever you feel will be awesome sauce for your card. I am gonna use the Simon Hurley Weeping Willow because it's a tree, right? We don't want to stamp it in, I don't want to stamp it in black. I mean, this Weeping Willow is a beautiful black color, dark color. Dark! It's not black. But we're going to plop this right here, like so. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're going to do it anyways. Oh my goodness, look at how adorable that is. And then you just buy, they have Halloween ones, Christmas ones, all sorts of these, which I do want to get the different seasons. And then we're going to stamp our little guy there and our little mushroom here. Okay, and I'm thinking I'm going to stamp, can I stamp them at the same time? Look at that. I sure can. I think I'm going to stamp them in brown as well. Why not, right? Let's see how adorable they look in brown. And I don't know if they're going to be straight, standing crooked. What's going to happen? We're just going to plop them down. Nice even pressure. Give it a second so the ink can say hello to the paper. And there they are. Isn't that amazing? So I do want to add a little bit of detail, just a little bit. We're not going to go crazy. I don't want to scare you. We're going to get a fine liner, okay? And this one, we're just going to extend his little base, okay? Like so, because maybe the ground is there. Extend his little thingy, okay? I'm just gonna add a couple little dashities, okay? Nothing fancy, just some dash lines, okay? And look at that, I just covered up that little smudge, okay? And then you're gonna find some of these dash lines, not all of them, and we're gonna do squiggle, 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 squiggle. Okay, just some quick little squiggles. kind of like M's and W's. And there's our grass. There we go. So now our tree is in some land. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we're going to ink this, I think. Clean my fingers because apparently I get them in everything. So we're going to ink. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I kind of don't want those guys gooey. So I'm going to pause and grab my masking tape. Okay, so I have my Gina K Masking Magic, and it's Masking Magic. And save these little bits, because you never know when you just need a tiny little bit, like so. And, oops, and it does not have to be perfect whatsoever, okay, because we're just going to be fussy cutting, easy fussy cutting, nothing to be scared of, okay. And this is even okay if you miss and go inside the lines and all that fun stuff, because you kind of need to. So we're gonna find our scissors, and we're just gonna snip these out of here. Look at that, very little waste. Now with masks, if you cut on the outside of the line, you're gonna have a white halo when you go to ink blend. This is the one time you want to cut inside the line. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut his feet off. See that? Right on the inside of the line. Okay, maybe a little bit too much there, but we're gonna cut as best we can. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it overlaps just a little, no big deal. We're cutting into that beard. Not perfect. We're gonna just snip right up his little cone hat, and then we're gonna snip down right down his cone hat. Okay, because when you put this on the paper, you want the original stamping to show through. That way you don't get the heavy halo. And ta-da! It's so tiny. And look, I don't have a lot of waste, considering that whole chunk would have been a waste for a bigger stamp. So here I am on the inside of the line. Okay, I left a little teeny bit. And just like with any fussy cutting, turn the paper and slowly close those scissors. Oops. And ta-da! Here we go. That's garbage. We're gonna grab a pair of tweezers to help open these, because they are tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, and then when we set these on here, we want to be able to see that brown. Okay, because if we can see that brown, that means we're going to color. Oops, that one's off just a little bit too much, because I don't want to see the inside of my mushroom, because then that would mean the green would get in there. We don't want that. But that little bit's, that's okay. I'll make that all right. And for stickers, I like to put it between my fingers, and I'm giving a squeeze, and then I just stick my tweezers And it usually finds the center pretty easily. Okay, and here we go. We're going to set him in there, just like so. And I'm going to give them a really good press because they're small. I don't want them to pop up. We don't have to save the backing. Okay, we don't have to save the backing because we can stick these right to the cellophane that they hang on to. So we can save these and use them again. Okay, now we want some fun, beautiful colors. So we're gonna get our favorite green and our favorite blue. Okay, you guys, you know what your favorites are. Snatch them up. Get them inky. Okay, and then we're gonna just ink blend right over the top of our masks. Okay, and we can do this several times. Like, it's amazing. I once did a whole batch of cards. I think I inked it up 10-15 times before it just got so saturated. And you'll notice when it gets saturated and you can't use it anymore. Oh, look at that. Our nice green grass. Okay. We're gonna get our blue. But I don't want green in my blue. And you can get your stencil, which, let's do that. Let's get a stencil. I have my homemade cloud stencil somewhere. Are you? Oh, it's right here in the front. Like, looking. So we're gonna get our little cloud stencil. Okay. I'm gonna move it around. I forget that sometimes. Sometimes I just pull it down. No big deal. If you get some brush strokes, just go in and add more color. Can be a really dark one there. Come on to this side. Now most of my color is staying close to the stencil. That's why I'm getting this nice white, because I'm not going all the way up. I'm just staying right here close to the stencil. Okay, and if it goes into the white, that is okay. Let's get these little ones down here at the bottom. Okay. Need to ink up my ink pad. Definitely has been used a few times. Okay, and again, right over Gnome's hat. Maybe I want it darker right in the center there. And then I'm just gonna bring in a little bit across the bottom, just like so. And there we have our fun little clouds. Nothing too drastic. Lots of cloud stencils out there. I made mine with some stencil material. It's a thicker acetate. I mean, you could use acetate, clear plastic containers, all that fun stuff. Oh, those are the two I didn't want to use. So I've got my leaves and my flower. Now, I did the ground in a lighter green, so I'm going to grab a darker green for my leaves. And then I think I'm going to do, I need something that's going to go over the blue nicely. So a red, a purple, even another blue if we wanted blue flowers. But I think we're going to go with some red flowers. And I'm going to grab those red flowers first. Now, the stamp has a flat side, okay? And I feel like if you hold it just right, you'll always stamp the same way. And let me explain that just a little bit. Let me grab a little scrap of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to test this in the red. So if I hold it with the flat side there, there's the bottom of my leaf. So then I can turn my leaf, because now I know that the flat side is there, and I can just rotate it around just like so. So you start it, the flat side, wherever you want, you know, maybe that's the top of your leaf. Okay, maybe you start with it like that. Well, I don't know, that's a little weird for me. For me, for sure, that is that way. So there's my leaf. So if I start with my flower and then just rotate it, my flowers are always going to be different position. And they'll look fabulous. And then we're gonna get our flat side. Oh yeah, look at that. That'll be fabulous. So it's easy to get used to, so that's cool. Just know that the flat side, you know, I think is orientated. Let me see, is that the same with this guy? So, yep. So if I hold the flat side here, my bee is going to be that way, or flying down, flying up, flying upside down. And then my acorn. So keeping the flat side there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at our little acorn. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, look at how easy those pop right in there. And we don't mind if they overlap a little and be a little messy. But this is not going to be an acorn tree. And it's not going to have lovely bees. Not today. Not today. We're going to do flowers and leaves. And here's the other thing. If you don't want the stand, when you ink it up, wipe it off. Or put a little piece of tape across it, so that when you ink it up, you can peel the tape and then that won't be inky at all. Okay, so we're gonna start with the flowers. And of course, I want a flower at the end of every one of these big branches, like so. Get one right there, and then we're gonna pop in just a few others, like so. Okay, and maybe one right there and one right there. So now I got my flowers in. Oh, I almost did red leaves again. We're gonna grab that beautiful dark green. We're gonna make sure my I got that a little crooked. So I'm gonna just add that in there on the other branches. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you miss, because your next leaf will, oops, your next leaf will help you out. This is really fun, you guys. You can build your own little tree. You can have as many or as little of the little leaves as you want. And of course, if you slow down, you're gonna do a lot better and aim. But what fun is that, right? Who wants to slow down? We just want to plop those little bad boys in there. But I like that I can totally, and maybe if the turning the upside down it doesn't work, you know, because that one is kind of hard to judge, then turn the paper. Oh, that's so much easier, you guys. Get that one there. Oops. I say it's easier, and then I just plop those right where they didn't need to be. Look at it! Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at. Oh, how adorable. I am going to color that in. I'm just going to grab a brown marker. Any kind of marker will do. And then just fill that in. Like so. Okay, now here's the magic part. Haha. You guys. We're going to grab our little tweezies. We're going to grab our little acetate for our little mushroom. Get our mushroom guy and our other little guy. Okay, that way they're ready to go when I go to peel these. I don't want to pick at his hat. We'll pick at his feet. I'm gonna, there we go. Just, whoo, look at solid white image. Okay, there's our little gnome for next time. Okay, there's our little mushroom for next time. Oh, adorable. Okay, and now let's color. Let's color our lovely little gnome. We're gonna give him a red hat to match his little doodad up there, and we're going to give him a little belt of red, and maybe his little shoes. He's a coordinated. He's a designer guy, and we're going to color our little dots on our mushroom with a darker red. We're going to come in with another red. And I'm not doing a fabulous job of this. Nope, nope, nope. We just want to plop some color in there. I'm going to bring in some of this darker one just to do that. And then one more shade of red, because why not? If you need it darker, just go back in. It doesn't mind, just load up those colors, blend them out. Get a little light spot there. There we go. Okay, so what color goes with red? For our little man, maybe his next favorite color is black. Let's do little black pants. Oh, I lied. Started with his shirt. I'm gonna do a black shirt. That's all right. Leave it to me to have an agenda and mess it up. Gonna decorate his belt just a little bit. Okay, so we've got black shirt. Let's do a really dark blue pant. Do I have a really dark blue? Okay, that's not dark blue, but I like it. Let's go over it a couple times. It's like jeans. There we go. His black shirt and jeans. Alright, and then we need to do his beard. I don't want a green. We want a gray with no green in it. How about a dolphin gray? And then we'll do a lighter one. Yeah, that's green. Come on. Fog gray. Here we go. We'll do a lighter gray for his mustache. And some highlights in there. A little bit on his eyebrows. And then a skin color. Maybe he likes to get a little bit of sun. So let's see what color this is. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. And we'll add a touch of pink in there. There we go. So this guy gets a little bit of sun. And I'm not loving my mushroom, the underbelly. Let's add a little bit of brown in there, just to darken it up. Okay, and then maybe some white spots. A little bit too much red, I think I did. That's okay. Add a little bit of white to that too. There we go. I think I like that better. Give him some happy dots. There we go. I think that's better. All right, so we're ready to... How quick was that, you guys? Gotta stop sticking my fingers in the inks, though. I was using a 65-pound Accent Opaque, which is... It's perfect for me. It does what I need it to do. There are better papers out there, especially for ink blending and stuff, but I like the effect I get with the Accent Opaque. And then this will be ready to mount on a card base. I gotta make some up. But look at how adorable he is with his quick little tree. I am looking at 28 minutes to do this whole video. And I only paused it for a second to grab the Gina K masking material. So yeah, everything 28 minutes, you guys. I hope it inspires you to get crafty. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.